Spark of Insanity. This here is Chris, who's usually behind the camera, our host with the most, whose brain is quite possibly toast.
Welcome to Fireside Cigars, your one-stop spot for tobacco knowledge.
Other kinds of knowledge, too.
That's not fit for camera. Good evening. Welcome to Fireside Cigars. My name is Josh.
I'm Connor. Yeah, Spark of Insanity. Behind the camera there is Chris, our host with the most, whose brain's toast.
Tonight on our premiere video, we'll be reviewing the Aroma de Cuba El Jefe, the newest edition of the Aroma de Cuba line. This cigar is definitely going to be more full-bodied, and the reason being behind that isn't so much the wrapper. While it does look that might be sort of intimidating because of the Maduro, it's actually only Connecticut broadleaf. However, on the inside, both the binder and filler are Nicaraguan tobacco. It is going to be a little bit stronger, it is going to be a little bit more spicy, but don't let that deter the newer smoker. It is still going to be definitely an enjoyable experience for you. I know Connor has a very personal experience with this cigar, if you'd like to go into it.
Yeah, well, the first time I had this cigar, I was abroad in China, and he had given me a care package to take with me because the tobacco there is just, quite frankly, shit. I smoked it. I was the only, well, not only was I the only white guy in that bar, I was the only guy smoking a cigar.
Only white guy in that province.
There were a few of us. Far and few. It was like, where's Waldo? So, I fell in love with it immediately. I almost get a rich, oily, but kind of creamy taste out of it. Almost like butterscotch. And that's my quick notes on it. We'll have some more flavor notes for you when we come back. And
so in the meantime, I'm going to light this up. We're going to enjoy it. Let you know how we think. Welcome back to Fireside Cigars. Again, this is Josh.
I'm Connor. Well,
So,
you know it's a good cigar when you got this much left and you don't want it to end.
again, just for a quick reminder, this was the Aroma de Cuba El Jefe. Now, as I said before, this is a great cigar, and I think, considering that we're almost burning our fingers on it, that we would definitely agree. Now, during the first third of it, we definitely got a really complex flavor profile. A lot of it was a really very spicy, very oaky, but there was also kind of a very strange, I won't say a toasted marshmallow sweetness. Kind of hard to describe, except for with the toasted marshmallow, but it was definitely there. I don't know if you have anything else to add about the first third. I know you had a few different ideas too.
It wasn't so much oaky for me, like I said earlier, the butterscotch kind of flavor. And peppercorns is something that I picked up. Definitely a little bit of spice in there.
It was also about a 2.5-hour burn.
Yes, it was a very long smoke, as you can see. Yeah, no, it was definitely quite an excellent first third of the cigar. The second third, I agree with the butterscotch. That's where I started kind of getting a lot of that to come out. Again, the peppercorn, that sort of stayed all the way through the cigar. It was definitely an enjoyable smoke. Definitely about the halfway point, we started getting a lot of really great notes, a lot of really great spice. How was your second third for the cigar, Connor?
More of the toasted marshmallow actually than the first, and
Chris is gesturing that he also got a lot more of the toasted marshmallow sweetness.
and I'd almost venture to say like a macchiato kind of flavor, a little bit of cocoa,
Very coffee.
sweetness.
Oh yes,
Exactly.
absolutely, a lot of coffee.
No, the last third more of the same, maybe a little pronounced, and a sort of sweet earthiness.
Yes.
A lot of people say a hay-like flavor, and that's what they mean.
I'm guilty of using that reference. But no, absolutely, this was a very great cigar. Definitely would recommend it. And the price point is fairly reasonable. I believe these are, what, about
eight to $9
somewhere
bucks.
around there. Another great cigar out of the Aroma de Cuba. Excellent cigars, you really can't go wrong with them.
And something I will say of Aroma de Cuba, they produce a lot of smoke, which is something that I love in a cigar. If I don't get nice, clean, big puffs off of it, it hampers the experience for me a little bit, but that's a personal preference. People like a little less smoky sometimes.
Any closing notes that you can think of?
That's pretty much it for this cigar. I will say that we have usurped Chris's favorite cigar, the Christoph, and replaced it with this offering right here.
My only final note on it is next time, and I always keep a few of these in my humidor at a time because I love these cigars. The IPA, probably not the best pairing, but also I like smutty nose, so it was definitely a good beer. Well, with all said and done, and Chris, do you have any final thoughts about this cigar?
Phenomenal cigar. I loved it with the beer.
Well,
Party on.
with all said and done, thank you for joining us on a premiere video of Fireside Cigars, and we hope you enjoyed. Tune in next time.
Yeah, we need more beer here. That's what we need.